We are at the Tetra 9 Lounge in Denver, Colorado with our friends, new friends, and great guests. Please introduce yourself, McCarter and Sunnny.Daze.
Yes. Well, my full name is Emily McCarter, but I go by McCarter because there's so many Emilys currently right now walking around. And I started doing cannabis content creation about a year ago, but originally I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I have a creative writing and journalism background, and previously did a lot of writing at magazines and newspapers here in Denver and across the country as well.
Yes.
And I've been in Denver about 2 years now, and Whitney and I linked up about a year ago and just been creating content since, and we most recently started our own company together.
Yes, we heard about this.
It's all going to come crashing down. That is just so much goodness there. First of all, you're from the 514, which is a very exciting area code in St. Louis. And you came to Denver, and did you just start with the cannabis? I mean, first of all, before we dive into your origin story, because I want to hear it, I want to know how you got here. Let's talk to Miss Sunnny.Daze.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sunnny.Daze. My real name is Whitney, or Whit, if you are on that level, I guess, you know. I got into the cannabis industry almost exactly 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago now. Started working at an app company, started in sales, have been through a lot of different roles within the industry, and just have learned a lot about what I do and don't want to do in the industry, and that's why we started this company together.
Trial and error,
we were like,
right?
let's do what we want to do.
Right.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
So you came to Denver, how did you get into the cannabis industry? How did you both get into the cannabis industry?
Well, I've been smoking weed since I was 14.
Speaking of which,
there it is.
So I love the plant.
Yeah, I love the plant too. If anybody's listening, which I don't think they are, I would love some fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there?
Anyone have any?
Can we get a
Fuego?
Fuego.
Yeah, some fuego.
Wait, I see one. I'm gonna get it.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, can we have that lighter?
I've got some prepackaged.
Ooh, wow.
Thank you.
Look, he brought concentrates
Wow.
too.
Nice.
Wow.
Yay, concentrates.
Thank you,
because
Dwayne.
we got the Puffco. Okay,
Tetra 9 is the shit.
So
Shout out
we
to
can I only like to talk about weed if we're smoking weed.
Yes.
It's
only
no
fair.
fun.
I totally
agree.
agree.
Smoking.
That was her.
It
It was me.
Please,
Sorry.
please
Sorry, guys.
light her up, Liz.
I'm lighting her up right now.
So yeah, I've been smoking for a really long time, all throughout high school, college, and I always just had a really big connection to it. I know now that I was kind of treating my own anxiety and depression throughout all this time, and using it as a coping mechanism and kind of an escapism, while also using it for its medicinal benefits. But yeah, Whitney and I now we bonded over that as well, using the plant for those things, and along with everything else that helps us do, like helping us sleep, takes away pain and inflammation. But, oh my gosh, I forgot about the question.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we were talking about weed and talking about how you got into the cannabis business.
It's like weed. It's so good, right?
How did you make this awesome plant your business?
Yeah, so I guess I got really upset with the magazine I was writing for at the time because they wouldn't write about cannabis, and that really fired me up. And I was like, there's probably something to this. If I'm this, up in arms about this, I want to do something about it.
Yeah.
I want to work in this space. I want to be a part of what's happening. And I want to be a part of the movement because I really do think cannabis and hemp can change the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
You're preaching to the choir.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Hallelujah, sister.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Whitney, do you want to
Sure.
jump in?
So I moved to Denver about 4 years ago, and then did not plan to get into the cannabis space. I actually was quite nervous to get into the cannabis space because I have always kind of been pigeonholed as like the stoner girl,
Right.
and felt really ashamed of that for a while.
Right.
Now I'm really proud of it because look at where it can take you.
Yes.
And opportunities it can bring. But yeah, basically just kind of fell into a position.
Yeah.
A friend of a friend had a business that they needed more people, specifically females,
Right.
to be involved in. And then from there,
You're amazing.
just,
Yeah.
Let me just
Yeah.
tell you that
Gone.
you're amazing. It is scary.
It's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Yes, I mean,
Out as like, fuck you, I am a contributing member to this goddamn society,
It was-
and I deserve
yeah.
what I deserve, and I love weed too.
yes.
Period.
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
so hard to
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
It's hard to come out, and you know, every day you're worried about being taken seriously.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and it's like, and that is the real. You know, you can make
Yes.
it look beautiful and fun
Yeah.
in our bubble and in our filter, which is beautiful. But you know, this industry, this is $1 billion industry, and brands are trying to crack the code right now. How do we reach this mainstream consumer that is not a part of this filter bubble, that is not getting these Instagram algorithms,
Yeah.
that feels kind of ashamed to look at a weed brand?
Yeah.
And all weed brands are trying to dilute themselves or tell their stories in a different way because the government's pushed them in that direction in a lot of ways. But then also money coming into cannabis, like, we need to create a product that the consumer loves. We get it,
Yeah.
but there needs to be a bridge to that. You know, the
Definitely.
people in this bubble who are like, actually, I'm a normal fucking person,
Yes.
and I'm an awesome person, and I can help you in your life in so many ways, and none of it has to do with cannabis. And that's what it comes down to. And being able to say that proudly, and then, wow, how the fuck do you do it, Whitney? How are you so beautiful, and how do you have a smile on your face all the time? Well, actually, I wake up and I smoke weed because it's awesome.
Yes.
You know, and it's like, wow, okay, I want to do that too. Like, it's simple. We're human, you know, but it's first showing that we are kind, normal people that are accepting and open and loving. This isn't a cannabis community that's closed.
Right.
This is one that's trying to get out. I'm so sorry, babe. I keep knocking you.
Sorry.
But yeah. Sorry.
Yes, totally
you know.
agree.
Totally agree.
Just-
Thank
that's
you.
what we saw in you guys. You know, it's like, wow, they get it, they get it. You know, we want to talk to them.
Yeah.
We'd come to Denver and meet
Have you had a lot of family support as you've like made this path?
I would say it's kind of hit or miss.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's
I
interesting.
really had to justify it a lot to people, and some of my family's really conservative, like from Missouri.
Right. Still don't quite get it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, my parents really just want me to be happy and do what makes me happy, so they have supported me. They obviously just wanted me to get where it was legal.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
some possession charges in Indiana, where I went to
Yeah.
college.
I went to college in Indiana too. And we drive the same car.
Oh my gosh!
What?
Are
You
we
guys-
long lost? Like twins?
Soul
Like
sisters.
ringing
Doppelganger,
out?
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I took one look at your Insta and I'm like, ooh, she's fun. We would have so much fun.
Yes, and I'm a Scorpio. I don't know if that
I'm a
means.
Libra.
Very close.
Yes.
Very close.
Amazing. Where did you go to school? The initials.
DePaul, DPU.
Oh,
All right.
Small liberal arts school. And
Yeah.
Whitney and I actually both went to small liberal arts schools, so
really?
it's kind of funny.
Cool. Where'd you go
Yeah.
with it?
I went to school in North Carolina at Elon University.
Okay.
And it was also like super stigmatized there. No one smoked weed. Well, I mean, people smoked weed, but they were just labeled as like this
Right.
group of
Oh, that's the
people
people.
that's like looked down
And
upon.
you kind of labeled them too, but inside you're like,
I'm also
I
one
kinda
of
know.
them.
Yeah. Oops.
I know that's awesome. So, ugh.
Yeah, and we definitely are still stoners, so I like that people are still kind of like still trying to take back that word and be like, no, I'm a productive stoner.
Yeah. Right.
So we like to tag onto those things, but really just anything we can do to destigmatize the
Right.
plant and people who use it and show that it's a medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've really liked owning the word addiction lately, and to like kind of redefine that and make it less of like a harsh, scary thing. Like even when I say it, I still kind of, oh yeah, I'm addicted to weed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
And
all
that's
right.
what my
Like, breathe in.
parents say
Yeah.
too.
You know.
They
Yeah.
they try and put that on me, like
Yeah.
you're addicted to it.
Yeah, you're like, yes, but I mean, addiction to you means this one way of thinking.
Yes, I'm
you
like,
know?
that's not. They think it's like being addicted to heroin, and it's like, no.
Right. Yeah.
No, and
yeah.
it's heartbreaking. It's so heartbreaking because they're so mired in that way of thinking. You know, it's like you almost, I mean, you do. You have to choose to live your life and live your best life.
Yeah.
And that means living your truth. And that doesn't mean it's going to be the easiest fucking path. You know, and your parents, unfortunately, right now, like, they are casualties of that. You know, we get that. I mean, we've lived a lot of life prior to our cannabis lives, you know? And let me just fucking tell you, life is always shitty. Living your fucking truth, weed or not, life is shitty at times. And your parents can be fucking dicks at times. I love you, Tom and Mary. I love you.
Shout out to Mom and Dad.
Yeah,
But seriously,
we still love
I mean,
you.
that's the real. That's the real. And this is a beautiful plant that's healing, that can actually break down barriers to that conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, weed's fucking great. Like, there's a reason it's a $1
Absolutely.
billion industry. And why are we ashamed to say that?
Brings people together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool if you've got your shit together and you're walking your dogs regularly.
Yes.
Okay, be a good pet parent first.
Yes.
Be a good real parent second. I am, which is great. I am. She's amazing.
Yes.
P-Flash, I've got my lightning bolt earrings on for
Those
her.
are so
Those
cute.
are
Thank you. I
adorable.
bought those.
We're here for a softball tournament.
Yes. yes.
So, like,
Heard,
yeah, so-
up a little north of here.
Oh, it's all over the
Yeah,
state.
it's-
But
Oh,
like,
all over.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's Fort Collins to Longmont.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's north, right?
North of
And-
Yeah.
Denver.
But it's
Yeah.
like 200
Huge.
plus teams. Like,
Oh,
Wow.
like 1,000
It's-
teams is what I heard.
Amazing.
it's,
Oh
I've
my
heard
gosh.
2,000. Who knows?
1 million players will be there. My daughter is the best.
But it's a big tournament. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're glad you
I
guys
think
could.
she's-
Yeah,
in this.
worked out
yeah,
great.
totally. Well, we've got the most. I mean, we really are blessed to be like, we feel like evangelists for this plant, and kind of mainstream. Like, hey, y'all, come on.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Let me
love
show
that
y'all
you're in Texas
something.
and
Right.
advocating
Yeah.
for Texas.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
amazing.
that's
We've
a
got
lot
some
more
badasses
difficult
there.
than
Yeah.
what we're doing. Obviously, here in
Yeah.
Colorado, it's more liberal.
Yeah.
Totally. I mean, you're running into your own hurdles and obstacles
Yeah.
and prejudices and what have you, and so yeah, we really do though. We really look forward to influencing, and we are, in the most traditional sense, our communities to start thinking in a richer way, thinking in a way that would benefit us all on many, many levels, and that's the big goal. That's the overarching goal. And that's
Yeah.
why we do what we do and why we travel around and we meet badasses like you guys who are doing that, who are influencing in its true sense. Not because you say you are badasses, but because you are fucking influencing. I myself was drawn to your work on Instagram because I'm like the little consumer that I go on and it feels good for my brain. I've got pretty accounts. I never did Tinder. Well, I did Tinder, for a couple weeks.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. But
Tinder adventures.
yeah, Tinder ventures. But it's just like really, really comforting, and your stuff really stood out to me as something that spoke to me as someone who loves cannabis. Loves cannabis.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to us.
Awesome.
You guys are awesome. And, you're just,
And I was inspired by Whitney to set this story straight. She has been doing this much longer than I have, so I was inspired.
Wow.
I kind of just fell into the influencing thing.
Right on. So taking your kind of where you're at right now and going.
taking another hit from the genies.
Yeah.
That feels good.
I'll take a hit.
This is the Sunnny.Daze. that I got.
Wait, look at
Sunny
this
D?
one, Whitney.
Yeah,
So
right?
cute.
Isn't that so cute? And there's a little elephant over there. There's a pachyderm, babe. Do you
Oh,
want
a
pachyderm?
pachyderm, eh?
You're a
Yeah,
pachyderm man.
I like
Yes,
elephants. I
get
do like an
it.
elephant.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm gonna do a dab.
Yeah,
because
yay.
everyone's smoking.
Perfect.
I feel
Yay.
left out.
I did the peer pressure. I did the peer.
You started the wave.
I did the wellness wave, baby. I'll take credit for that all day long.
Heck yeah. So what? This is a Puffco.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is one of
pretty-
the most convenient devices probably ever created.
I'll take that fire from you.
Wow, that's
yes.
beautiful. I mean, it really, really is beautiful. We got one from our friends at Ascend Cannabis Co. when we got engaged this time last year here in in Pueblo, Colorado.
No way.
We got
Yes.
engaged. It's
Yeah.
a green diamond.
Oh my God, that's
It's a
beautiful.
fucking
I
green
love
diamond.
green and gold
Gorgeous.
so
Thank you,
much.
thank you. We'll have to look at it like really in front of the lights.
Oh my God.
It's a green
That
diamond.
looks like Queen Elizabeth in a ring.
Thank you, baby.
Are her ashes? Were the ashes made into that
Yes, this is
stone?
Princess Di.
That's how you make a
It's
green
like
diamond.
magic. It
That's
feels like
magnificent.
magic. Thank you. And it was
Yeah.
in a grow.
It was
You know, and that
forged
just
by
so
a wizard.
Powerful. You guys know grows
Yes.
are so powerful.
Oh my
and the energy is just like
God.
electric. Ooh, so yeah, it was a year ago.
Wow.
So Puffco is a part of that story too.
Yeah.
But that is a beautiful one
Full
with the
circle.
Tetra 9.
I know. I love how they did
little
that.
logo there.
Tetra
Yeah, it's Tetra Lounge Denver.
Yeah.
It's also Tetra 9. You know, I felt like, am I calling it the wrong name?
Yeah.
Look them both up and go.
Yeah.
One's on Walnut
Go to both
Street.
places.
If you're cool, go to that one. If you're uncool, maybe drive around a little bit and think about what you're doing with your life. Then you can come smoke with us.
Yes, I agree.
But be cool. Everybody's so cool.
Tell us a little bit about where you guys are going with, your partnership and what's to come. Kind of taking what you've built and building a following and influencing.
Yeah.
Where do you guys go?
Yeah, we've definitely just noticed a need for like authentic content creation for brands. They don't have time or resources to do it in-house, and social media is such a powerful tool, especially for the cannabis industry, to capture your consumer and get them on board with your brand and become loyal to your brand because of the personality that you can put behind it, and the community that you build behind it. So that's kind of where we start from with everything we do, and we're just kind of full service social media ninjas, I guess.
Wow, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
That's needed.
I totally
It really
get that.
is.
Yes.
So many people are. We just noticed so many people
Yeah.
have reached out for our help, and so we were like, let's make a real business out of this and
Excuse me,
be our bosses.
LLC
Yeah.
time, bitches.
Yes,
For
exactly.
real.
Yes.
Like it's, we're elevating, you
Yep.
know, you're not going to stop. You know, that's
Yeah.
the cool thing about this plant, you know, it just fires you up to follow your passion.
Yes.
You know, or to soak it in, you know, when you use it after work, or when you use it in the garden, or when you use it when you're snowboarding, or when the fuck ever you
Yeah.
use it. It just like encourages you to love it.
Yeah.
You know, live it. You know, that's what I think. That's what we feel like. And
Absolutely.
that's why
Yeah.
we're pushers of it.
Yes.
People love their lives.
Yeah.
That
You'll
reminded me
love
of Mean
yourself
Girls.
more if
Yeah.
you
Love your
smoke
life.
weed.
Right? Absolutely.
Love it and make new friends.
That's what will happen.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
Totally.
I
So,
just
but you
repeated
guys
it.
are totally living it. Like this weekend, I am, social media consumer 101. You guys were fucking in LA with Miss Koala Puffs.
Yes.
Oh, wow, yes.
We have not met yet.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
you
waiting-
need to. She is
I'm waiting
a
for
character.
that moment. I know,
She's-
I
she's
feel like the
hilarious.
universe.
Such a gem.
She's
She's
one of a
hilarious.
kind,
Gonna make it happen.
absolute gem
She
of
is
a person.
not only like the funniest person you'll ever meet, she is just takes care of her people.
Right.
And she just kind of like fosters like more connection, and
Yes.
Yeah.
she's just such a sweet person, has been there for us in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
She's like, it's like
Yeah.
a real, like this friendship was made on Instagram, like that friend, like so many of our friendships have been built there.
That's
and
awesome.
people
Yes.
often kind of shit on social media for
But look at what it's uniting.
what it can do, but it can also do so
Yes.
much good. So
Yeah.
Totally.
that's what we're here to say
I
right
actually
now.
met her real name's Angela. I met her here at Tetra for the first time in person.
No.
Yeah, so
awesome.
it all comes back to
Yeah.
Tetra.
What's up,
Tetra. This place is
Angela?
awesome.
Shout out to Tetra.
To Koala
This
Puffs.
is amazing.
But AK, I mean, we do love you. Like, we watch your shit and we roll. We watch that shit and love it. But I really want to fucking meet you in person. I can't wait to meet you in person. And it's good. The universe is going to make it happen.
Yes.
Because that's just how it happens. But that'll be fun. So, Koala Puffs.
We love. Big love.
Yeah, we're gonna do more events as well.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
Yay.
Yeah.
We threw our first event, the new 420, here in Denver.
Yes, I saw that on Insta.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it went
It
really
looked
well for
amazing.
our first event.
So many brands attached to it. Like that's
Yeah.
How did you do that? Like how did you bring that many brands together? Like for your first event. Like that's
We both. Oh,
Go for it.
I was just gonna say we've both built up.
Same time.
Yes, we were probably gonna say the same thing.
Yep.
We've both been lucky enough to build up really amazing relationships just throughout what we've been doing. I used to work in the music industry too, with journalism and stuff, and like Whitney's past relationships. So we've just been lucky to continue those relationships as we move on.
Yeah, and we kind of like sold this vision of like the whole aesthetic of the event was kind of specifically curated to be different from your typical 420 celebration.
Right.
So it was very like white flowers, like
Yeah, it was
plants,
beautiful.
just cannabis, and just
We
a
really
very
wanna
different
bring
like
the
elevated
community
Yeah.
together. Sorry,
Right.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean to interrupt you.
It's okay.
The message is strong. It must be said.
Seriously. I mean, that's what it looked like it was. It just looked like it was a fun, relaxed party. You know, and we totally would have partaken in everything.
You guys would have vibed very well there.
But, you know, it would have been like, yay, we're with our people. And that is not like an impossible feat. You know, like what we do, what we all do, it's just, you know, we're grinding, we're working hard, but it's not impossible to like get together in your fucking living room with 2 other couples and get high. That's like
Yes.
Tuesday night.
Yep. Absolutely. That's
Do
what
it.
we do every
Start a-
day.
Start a weed club, so crazy, so out there. You know, like maybe that exists. Oh, I'm crazy. Nobody's fucking invited me, so
Start your own.
damn it.
Yeah.
Right.
We
Yeah.
do have our own.
Right.
We have our fucking people, and it's great, and we love it. And it's not like the easiest thing because we're all busy. Life is busy, but we are committed to. Oh shit! When we get together, we're bringing out the bomb, you know, and we probably smoke a lot more than our friends do. But you know, so they come over and they're like, "Yay, it's a treat! What are we smoking now? You know, what
Yeah.
are we smoking out of? What have we done? What's going on?" So you know, it's just one of those things. It's like we can all have that now, like today. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Fuck you. You can't have it if you're in a state where it's not legal. So I can say that because I live in Texas. I'm in Colorado now. So. But yeah, so if you do that in a state that's not legal, do it at your own risk. I'm sorry, just vote. But that's what, you know, that's what this plant does. And I think it's so cool. And I think it's worth. I think it's worth attention. I think it's worth money. I think it's worth all of the things that we're all, you know, pushing for
Yeah.
with this plant.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, it can heal. It can heal everything.
Yeah.
With hemp, I love that vision that we share. Is this plant could change everything? It really could. Industry, social justice, like it's at a, and when we're at that root stage that we're protecting. It's a special time to be in it, and it's fun. It's fun to like keep the fires going. We're at the start of it. So where do you see the industry sort of going, and how do you attack it, given what your new company's all about?
Well, we definitely anticipate it going federal within the next probably 10 years, which honestly makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, I think it could be quicker too.
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely.
Like, there's a domino falling, you know?
I'm sorry, I made you so nervous. I didn't mean to bring that bad vibe in.
I need more weed. I need more legal weed.
Yeah.
I go back.
We just want to like keep the grassroots small business movement going. It's like it's just so empowering to see so many of our friends have
Operations.
created these
Yes.
like crazy businesses out of this industry, and it scares me that like giant corporations are going to try to come in and take it away.
Yeah.
And that's definitely
That's
the
definitely
more
our
negative
biggest-
side. Sorry
Sure. No, I
to
get.
bring
I mean,
it down.
I get it, and
No, I know.
it's
like
something
a
that
theme. All the conversations we have.
right.
All of them.
And
And
it's
we love them from the very high up, from the very high up. You know, we talked to Kevin Murphy in March about all of this. Like, you know, his vision is not too far off. Granted, it's polished. Granted, it's acreage. I get it. I know. I'm marketed to. Again, rack the fuck off. You know what? I do think it comes from a good place. We're trying to get access to more people.
Yes.
We're trying to get access to more people.
Yes.
You know,
That's the
That's it.
beautiful part of it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
access to more people and
Yes.
get people out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get people out of jail.
Right.
You know,
Amen.
which is what New York just did. So we, we're all a little disappointed they didn't pass, but they did pass decriminalization, which is people's lives. So that's awesome.
But Illinois just passed, which is exciting.
Yes,
Hard.
huge.
Illinois just like came all over the face. Like, I'm sorry, but did we not all think that? Holy shit! Like the passage of like this regulation, like all of the social equity like pieces written in are really beautiful
Yeah.
and really idyllic, you know. And when I read it before the vote, I was just kind of like, reading it from Texas, reading my newspaper.
Because we have those.
Yeah. I'm reading my fucking news, and I'm just like, oh God, it's probably not gonna pass the first time because it's so much social equity, and it's such a beautiful thing. A lot of that tax money is given back to the communities that were like, torn apart by the war on drugs. But it passed. And it's
great.
like crazy. It's huge. It's
Yeah.
like so huge. And so who knows? It just passed. But Jesus, it passed.
Yeah.
So it's really hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 10 years. I think it's going to
Yeah.
I think it's gonna
I was
sooner.
gonna
I'm an
say like
optimistic
2 to
bitch.
3 years.
Yeah.
I'm an
Yeah.
optimistic bitch.
I'm
and
just
I
like
think it's-
really hoping that it holds off. So
Right.
maybe I'm just being
Yeah.
optimistic.
So how do you keep it? How do you
Yeah.
protect the
Gotta
grassroots
be happy.
nature?
Set good systems in place.
Yes, I mean, and so for you guys moving forward, like you're really looking for those teams that are like scrapping and going for something big, and they're starting really small and ground level.
We just want people that align with us and our vision, everything that kind of we're talking about, that want to give back to people who've been, dispersed from the war on drugs, and people that have been, if you're a person of color and you've been attacked because of that, when white people consume the same amount, if not more, cannabis.
Right.
So
And they're gonna get into the marketing of it and owning the
Yes.
markets of it.
Yes.
Be
Like
open
we
and
gotta
own,
square that
white
up.
privilege of
Yes.
it, to have that
Yes.
conversation. It's like, what else can you fucking do?
Yes.
But we're so afraid of that too.
That's really
And I
cool.
get it.
It's a
Yeah.
great vision, and I think it's
awesome.
Yeah, we have some ideas for working social justice issues into our work and
Yay.
into influencer. We've never seen that done before, and and it just kind of hit us recently. Like, why isn't no one doing that? Why isn't it being done?
Right.
So,
Yeah. 'Cause
keep
it's
an eye out
scary
for
as
that.
fuck.
Absolutely. You let it. You,
I'm excited about
That's the
that.
reason
Let
the
us know.
progress is
Yeah.
still not
Let us
as
know when
fast
you
as we
release
want
that.
it to
We
be.
will.
Absolutely, yeah. We're just
totally.
Well, our
Flushing
whole
through all the
website and
ideas.
everything is coming soon, so we're
Yeah.
trying
Yes.
to just get all of our ducks in a row,
Oh,
as my mother would
absolutely.
say.
Yes.
Yeah.
For as fast as this industry moves, because it's like, oh my god, like lightning speed. It's also like, you do want to take your time. You do want to like know your audience and like build a good product no matter what it is from day one.
Yeah.
It's like that is the most important thing because you're gonna be dead at the end of the day.
yeah.
For real. And at the end of, like, let's be old ladies like cackling at each other.
With
from
doobies in
a
our
fucking-
mouths.
Like in our treehouse in Zimbabwe. Okay, let's just do that because
Yes.
we can, and like we're no different, than any other person who's like got a fucking vision and who's like, going for it, right? But
Yeah.
our vision is just in a $1 billion industry, so swish.
Cheers to that.
Swish. Yeah.
Just trying to get our own little piece of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Piece of the pie.
Yeah.
mean,
And build something great.
Yes, and protect it.
And help
Yes.
the community.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
at first, let's do this, and then you're doing it, then you're like, oh shit, I should have paid for this, and then it becomes a business.
Yep.
And that's how this industry works, fortunately, unfortunately,
Yep.
because you get used, blah, blah, blah.
So we are just
Yeah.
hitting that third stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it. Yeah, totally. It's very, very important.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just do something for fun.
No.
Let's switch it up.
I want to be rude.
Only
and
serious
obnoxious.
things.
Give us one wild tale from the recent birthday party.
Oh my gosh. What do we
And if it's a stays where
I
it
get
plays,
a dab
it stays
for
where it
this?
plays. It stays where it
Oh my
plays.
God.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, I have a story I want to tell about McCarter
Okay.
so badly.
I would love to. I would love to.
Oh god. I don't know if you should either.
Maybe not. Maybe we'll save that for
Okay.
off camera.
Cool.
Let's see, what were some of the fun things that we did? We
I just don't know what can be shared.
we smoked so
You know what?
much
It sounds like a good.
We
good
smoked
party.
about we'd probably averaged like a blunt every hour, like
Starting at 9 a.m.
Yes.
One blunt per hour.
I
Yeah.
love that you bitches are like early. I love that. Like I'm not trying
Wake
to
and
sleep
bake is
past
the best
night.
Well, my
time.
throat
Yeah, I
is
wanna talk to
jacked
my
up
girls.
now from all the backwoods.
Yeah.
We roll.
I
Our
apologize.
crew rolls a lot of backwoods.
Yeah.
So
We
good.
tried to
Yeah.
get into the hemp blunt.
Yeah, we're
game.
actually kind of like exploring that a little bit
More.
more
That's
now. Have
kinda
you guys
hot.
tried hemp blunts yet?
I haven't. No.
Patrick has
They
been
can-
thinking about blunts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking,
And then
and,
you
and
that
that
one.
specifically too. I really
Yeah.
want to try
I'm
them.
doing the
Yeah.
same.
Oh yeah, here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so hemp blunts are normally like pretty harsh. That's our one complaint with them. That's the reason why we still smoke backwoods.
Right.
But we did recently find a company that has a really, really good wrap in place.
Oh, snap.
They're launching
So,
soon.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Can,
awesome.
can we say or we can't say?
Yeah, their name
Yeah.
is Gentleman Quinns.
Okay.
And they're going to be here in Denver.
Oh, are you okay? That sounded like it hurt.
We're okay.
Smoke
We're
a bowl,
okay.
smoke a bowl.
quick.
It's just
Pain.
the corner of this. I just hit my hand.
I knew that was gonna
Quick,
happen.
before the swelling. Before the swelling.
Quick!
Oh man.
We'll be okay.
Was it a funny bone?
It was just my hand. I
Oh.
just reached it up and hit the corner.
Reaching for the bowl.
Oh, something
Yeah.
good.
I saw
Guys.
that happening. I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I felt that pain.
okay.
I felt that pain so hard.
I feel like we've been through a lot. We've now
I know.
we've now been to the pain stage. So this is where I think this is
shed a
where we
tear.
this is where we this is where we jump off.
Well, we can't thank you guys enough for having
Yeah,
us.
thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming in Denver. It means so much. We're lucky to have you here.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much for just welcoming us with open arms. Like,
Yeah.
we felt like we're rolling into town, just fucking done. Like, we know the people, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
just from there, everything's blossomed. So we're so grateful.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. And we're so.
Sorry, babe. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, and we're gonna just like, we encourage and support every fucking thing you're doing.
Thank you
know?
so
Like,
much.
Yes, we were behind you, and we just, you guys are.
We appreciate that.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
People, we
Did
are.
we just become best friends?
Yes, we did, and there's everything okay with that.
Yes,
right? It's
I did
great.
that.
It's great. Yeah. So, my love.
We're fans of everyone in this industry. Like we don't get starstruck by celebrities, but people that are here now in this stage of it are the most fascinating, beautiful people we've met, and that extends to you. And we're just very, very grateful for your time. Thanks, guys.
Thank
We're,
you
we're excited
so
to help you in any way we can.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you
You guys are
guys.
amazing.
Oh, so much love.
I don't want it to end.
I know. Come back soon to
Cheers.
Denver.
Perfect.